My name is MaPó Kinnord. I teach at Xavier University of Louisiana, and I'm also the GAP director at NCECA, which is Governance, Advocacy, and Policy. My NCECA story, well, my very first NCECA was in 1984. I was in undergraduate school in Massachusetts. Ben Ryderban and Jana Longacre were my professors, and they encouraged us to, be a part of this amazing conference. And so I had all my ceramics up on my shelf, and because I was tall, I had a tall shelf, and I figured nobody would see it. And at the end of the conference, I had somebody get in contact with me, and they go, "Hey, what are you doing after you graduate?" And I said, "Nothing." He says, "Well, I have a pottery, and would you like a job?" And I'm like, heck yeah. The job turned out to be on Martha's Vineyard. So I actually went from undergraduate school to my first job because of NCECA. And so the next time I ended up going to NCECA, which was in New Orleans, I was graduating from graduate school. And we went to New Orleans, and I met Lloyd Bennett, who was the professor over at Xavier University of Louisiana's art department. And he was like saying, "Yeah, I'm ready to retire." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" So when I got out of graduate school, I came to New Orleans, and eventually, after a couple of years, I was able to get the job teaching ceramics at Xavier, and I have been there ever since. And that was in 1999 that I started at Xavier. So I spent a few years prior to that doing ceramics. And one of the fabulous things that clay has given to me is, given me community. And so NCECA has been a fabulous place to connect to people, other ceramic artists, and be able to go to different places. I was able to go to Ghana. I've just gone to South Africa, and I've gone to China and Taiwan and Japan. Clay has just been an incredible resource for me in my life. And now, when I started ceramics in the 70s, and it's been coming on 50 years now, it's been an inexhaustible source of creativity. And so NCECA celebrates that. And I want everybody to come to NCECA so that they'll get this inspiration to continue their creative life.
Hi, my name is Alisha Porter. I am a Master's of Fine Arts candidate at Southern Illinois University. I am at NCECA now for the first time as a multicultural fellow. I really appreciate the support NCECA has offered. I wouldn't be here otherwise. I was able to experience a really cool meet yesterday. I met Mr. Roberto Lugo, and he was at the Cincinnati Art Museum. He took time to listen to our stories and exchange generosity and other artists who have significantly impacted my makership and my time as a ceramic artist. And it's been an incredible experience to be able to share and engage in communion with you all.
I'm Professor Kelly Phelps. I'm a ceramist and a sculptor, and my first NCECA was about 23 years ago in Texas. And I think most memorable story was going to NCECA as a grad student and sharing a cab with Sherry Swaggard from Sierra Nevada, a minivan at that. So, yeah.
And I'm Kyle Phelps. I am a professor at the University of Dayton, also about 23 years in with the total number of NCECAs. And not so much a funny story, but just NCECA has opened so many avenues and doors and opportunities for us, and just super grateful to be around friends and family.
Hello, my name is Deshun Peoples. I am an NCECA Emerging Artist for this year, 2023. This is my second NCECA. My first one was in Kansas City. Now I'm in Cincinnati. Lovely to be here. My first NCECA that I went to, I was having a conversation with my professor about cups that I like. And I saw a Stephen Hill mug on the table that I really wanted to buy. And we were having a conversation about Stephen Hill's work. And she turns to me and says, that's him, like right there. And I was like, there's no way that that's him. And I think that's what I really appreciate about NCECA. It's a moment to end our perceptions of gatekeeping, that we get to really interact with these people who are really important to us, who have been mentors to us, whose work we've looked up to for a long time, and we get to humanize them in a space that's consecrated to something that we're all really, really passionate about. And I appreciate that. And I'm glad to be here, glad to be representative from the communities that I care about, and hopefully inspire some of those moments with other people who maybe look up to my work or whose work I still look up to, and see them in person as well.